Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. This is Anka Yon from Expedi Media. Joining us live from Lagos, Nigeria is Ms. Gloria Alameru, attorney at law for My Digital Lawyer. How are you, Gloria?
I'm fine. I'm fabulous. How are you doing? Thanks for
Great.
having me.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking time.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Now, Gloria, what is your path? What are you, a corporate lawyer or a litigation attorney?
Basically, I'm a transactional lawyer. I would say I'm a transactional lawyer. So to answer your question, that falls under corporate law. Corporate law is a part of transactional law. I'm an intellectual property lawyer and a business lawyer. However, I hardly go to court. So the attorneys you see in the court of law litigating on behalf of people, they are called the litigation lawyers. Let's say in simple terms, I am that lawyer you go to before you get into trouble. So you do not
I
have to
see.
get into trouble before you consult a transactional lawyer. So
I
when
see.
you are in real deep trouble, then you might have to go to court, and then that's when you need a litigation lawyer. So oftentimes, I'm in my office or at home. Most times I work from home or in my office transacting on behalf of my clients. And basically, my clients are business owners and creatives because
Wow.
intellectual property law has to do with creativity basically. So I just do the paperwork, ensure that their businesses are protected, ensure that their businesses are registered, ensure that their trademarks are registered, or if they need to assign or license their rights to any other person. I do the entire legal advisory and paperwork just to make sure everything goes smoothly.
Why are you interested in those areas of the law?
Okay, first off, I I have passion for entertainment and creativity. First off, so it started as a passion. I get angry and pissed when I see, especially on Instagram, maybe a fashion designer just did an illustration and then somebody else is copying that work without acknowledging that I got this idea from this person. Now, I'm not even talking of the protection. It's just the acknowledgement, just the
Yeah.
credit. It gets me really angry. I have a number of especially fashion illustrators. I have a number of fashion designer friends and illustrators, and they come to me and say, "Oh, I did this design. I created this thing, and I can see the celebrity wearing my design. It is obviously my design. I did it first, and no one is giving me the credit for it." So it started out from, okay, I do research. Why is this person doing this? Is there any legal reaction towards it? Can we do something to stop this person from doing that?
Can they patent the design?
Yes. If it's an invention, that's when you can do it. In Nigeria, first of all, you can't patent a design. So if it's an invention that is industrially applicable, but for designs, if it's an industrial design, there's a different body responsible for
Yeah.
protecting
Okay.
that
That makes sense. That
design, so
makes
long
sense.
as you can prove that it's your original work. Yes.
Thank you for clarifying that. It's just important to know the
Yes.
difference between a design and or invention.
A
Like
patent
they're two
rights.
entities.
Okay.
And you don't practice any other type of law?
Oh, well, the thing is, as a lawyer in Nigeria, so by
Oh,
my
wow.
profession, by my certification, I am licensed to practice any area of law. It's just that, like I said, it's my area of expertise and my area of specialization: intellectual property law, entertainment law, and business law. I do practice some other areas of law. Sometimes I'm involved in real estate, real property law, real proper sale of real property, and doing the legal advisory involved in selling of your property. And
Yeah.
other times, especially my clients, because I have some clients on retainer agreement with me, so I'm their lawyer for say a year or 2 years, and when they get into trouble, I'll be out there to defend them. So those are times when I need to get into the court of
The
law, those few
okay.
times. So
Yeah.
in some other instances, yes, I could be a
Yeah.
family lawyer in a divorce matter, or just advising in a criminal matter, or just giving a legal opinion about another area of law entirely. So
Do you,
nothing stops me from diversifying. I'm just totally sold out to intellectual property law, entertainment law, and
okay.
business law.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Do you do wills and set up wills for individuals or for corporates, for trusts or any of that?
Yes, I do that. Just like I mentioned earlier, for clients who are under a retainer agreement with me, I go as far as drafting their wills for them. And I've executed a couple of estates, a couple of wills. Yes, I've executed that in a couple of occasions. Yes. So it's just not my forte, but I do that when it's necessary, when I have to, especially when there's a year or 2 year retainer agreement between myself and the client. Yes. And there's another area regarding wills. Because I'm an intellectual property lawyer, I advise my clients that most people think when you are bequeathing your property to your heirs or to anyone after your demise, you have to actually pass on real property. I tell my clients that your copyright can be assigned, can be gifted, your intellectual property rights can be willed. So you can include that in your will such that at the demise of this person, the rights in that particular work passes on to their heir apparent or to whoever they want it to go to. So people usually think it's just real property and then movable property, tangible property. Those are the only kind of things that can be included in wills.
It's quite interesting, and I'm sure that it takes a lot of schooling. So thank you for doing that.
Yes, it does. I do that on my YouTube channel every other week.
Oh, you have a YouTube channel? Great.
Yes, I do have a YouTube channel. So when you are not paying for consultation, you can have access to free legal tips on my YouTube channel. I have over 20 videos there, and I upload videos every other week. So you can learn a thing or two, and it's free. So let's say that's like free consultation.
Yes, because not everyone is able to pay legal fees. So essentially you are a lawyer to everyone.
Yes, I would say that. Thank you.
Would you think of an upcoming artist or startup business or a person who barely has any funds should hire a lawyer?
Yes, and no. There are lawyers who do pro bono. Pro bono, that's free. They offer free legal services. So you may not have to pay a lawyer, but you definitely need a lawyer as soon as possible. Once the idea of starting up a business comes up to you, don't just start it. You need a lawyer on your side. Oftentimes we have cases of upcoming artists lose their rights, lose ownership to their songs just because they were so desperate to get signed up into a recording label agreement, and then they didn't go with a lawyer. So they just say, oh, this agreement states ownership of your song belongs to the record label, ownership of your musical rights, everything belongs to the record label, and they do not even read it. You need a lawyer to at least review these legal documents.
Exactly.
And besides,
it's important
any
to get
business
it from the
deal
beginning.
you're going into, if you're getting an investor talk to you or a promoter, most times the other side has legal representation. So you should also take care of your own corner by getting legal representation. It's very important, yes.
Now, why should an individual or corporate hire an attorney if they could do the whole process themselves?
Oh, this is a very interesting question. So many times you see individuals or corporate bodies, they go online. People say Google is your friend. I know. You go online,
Uncle Google.
pick up a legal document or a template that you think suits your situation. But of course, you're not learned in this area. You're not a professional. So DIY when it comes to law is never advisable. Yes, you may have an idea.
Don't DIY your own law.
Yes, you can't. You just can't. I didn't go to law school to do what somebody else, any other person can do. I was trained for this. 6 years in law school, get called to the bar, and then over 7 years of practice. You can't just buy that in the market. That's how we say it in Nigeria. You can't go to the market and just buy it. You need a lawyer, even if you think you can do it yourself.
Yes.
When you get into trouble, I have colleagues that say they are happy when some people get into trouble and they come to them. Because when you get into trouble, you still need a lawyer to get you out of that trouble.
Exactly.
And like I mentioned earlier, if you think you can do it yourself, you are not ready for the negative effects that will cause, because it's going to be catastrophic when you get into really big trouble. I can't do, if I'm sick, I wouldn't take paracetamol or diclofenac for no just cause, just because I've taken it before. I need to go to a hospital and seek medical attention from a medical practitioner, from a doctor. So why would I do it myself? What if I get some reaction whatsoever?
Exactly.
So it's never advisable.
Miss Gloria, do you have any international clients, or you're mainly practicing in Nigeria?
Yes, I do have international clients. I have a couple of clients in Atlanta, Texas, Oregon.
Interesting. So all the way here in the USA.
Yes, all the way there in the USA. And definitely not to represent them physically in a court of law, because I'm not a licensed attorney in the United States, of course. But I have clients who I give consultation to. So they book via email, and then I give them legal advice on a particular issue, or probably refer them to the appropriate attorney they need to contact. And most of my international clients are those who want to register a trademark in Africa, in Nigeria and Africa. So I'm a trademark expert in Nigeria, and it's beyond Nigeria. I'm registered with some organizations, so I can actually register your trademark all the way from the United States here in Nigeria, in African countries. So we have the Madrid system, we have the OAPI and the ARIPO, and these are organizations that countries come together and are signatory to those organizations. So once you belong to one or two of these organizations, you can register a trademark, and then it applies to all the countries within that organization. So from here, I have clients who call me. If you go through some books, you will see what they call worldwide trademark. Definitely, those people didn't travel from one country to the other trying to trademark their works. So they just get in touch with an attorney in a particular location. So I have clients who reach out to me from South Africa, ATL, your place there, Oregon, and Texas, yes. And consultation, copyright registration, trademark registration, when it has to do with international registrations. Yes, I do that for my clients, and consultation, definitely. So they just reach out to me by calling me. My number is on my social media, on all social media platforms, My Digital Lawyer. Or you send me a mail, mydigitallawyer@gmail.com. So that's how they reach out to me.
So that's how your clients can reach you?
Yes, they can reach me. Or you send me a DM. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. And I have a YouTube channel, like I mentioned earlier, and it's the same name. It's a unanimous name all over. My Digital Lawyer with double L. Yes.
I will definitely look you up on YouTube channel and learn a little more. Even though I don't live in Nigeria, I would love to learn a little more about the laws.
Yes, you should. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Gloria, so much for joining us all the way from Lagos.
Thanks for having me. It's an honor. Thank you.
We have definitely learned something new, and we loved hearing your insight, a professional insight.
Thank you so much.
On how to go about designing and practices of laws, and obviously international ones too. So thank you so much. We appreciate it. Hopefully we get to see you
You're
again.
welcome. Yes, I can't wait to meet you again.
Thank you. This concludes our interview. Expedi TV, I am Anka Yon.